I'm meteorologist Peter Hall. It's a weather alert in effect, winter storm warnings in effect, and watches. Today's weather's okay. Really, the important weather happens very late tonight and mainly through Friday and Friday night. This should not be the biggest storm we've ever seen for sure, but it'll be an impactful system that'll give us shovelable, plowable snow. Today, though, it's pretty quiet. Clouds, limited breaks of sun, a couple of flurries. No accumulation during the day today. High 26. Some light snow tonight. Wouldn't be surprised by tomorrow morning if Syracuse gets like an inch or two. North Country gets up to 3 to 4 inches. But most of the money is made during Friday and Friday night. So there you go. Quiet today, light snow tonight, steadiest snow Friday into Friday night, tapering off Saturday morning. Well, I think the weekend will be quiet. So as we end the week, we've got to deal with the system. Here's the very latest on what to expect on your Futurecast. Again, today's all right. It's just cold this morning, single digits and lower teens. And this afternoon, it's really still chilly. Clouds continue to thicken, high in the mid-20s. There will be a bit of light snow, as I mentioned, up to 4 inches up north by morning and an inch or two for Syracuse, according to an inch down to the south. You'll notice on the Futurecast here that especially near and north of the Route 31 corridor, that's when we're most commonly in some of that heavier snow or that darker blue that you saw. You might have noticed that there was a little bit of green or pink down here in the southern tier. Well, I'm not sure we're actually going to get rain. This may be more indicative of either a lighter amount of precipitation or even a bit of sleet mixing in. So just be aware that there's probably going to be lower amounts over the southern part of the state and then higher amounts over the northern part of the state. What's happening is there's two separate weather systems, one over the upper Midwest right now and one over the southeast. They'll eventually combine into one system off the New England coast. Now, just how this happens and when it happens will ultimately determine how much snow each place gets. Just as a recap, here are the watches and warnings as of the early morning hours. You know what? Let's just go right to the snowfall graphic here. It looks like our weather today is okay. We get that light amount of snow tonight, and then a total. Notice the graphic behind me. This is by 7 a.m. Saturday, okay? This includes all snow right through Friday and Friday night and on the ground by Saturday morning. I'm forecasting 4 to 9 inches in the dark blue, 9 to 15 inches in the white, 2 to 4 in the light blue, and there is some red northwest of Watertown, 15 inches or more of snow. Now, if you had to say, all right, well, I want more specifics than that. If I had to be drilled to one number in Syracuse, I would say 8 because we're closer to that white than, let's say, Ithaca, which is closer to 4, closer to the other light blue. You know, we'll see. Again, just how much snow each place gets is ultimately determined by that second storm. Now, I have the actual nor'easter slightly separate from the system that's coming through over the upper Midwest, which is why I have 2 feet of snow or more in Boston, Cape, Providence, and eastern Connecticut. Now, if I had to say, Pete, what could go wrong with this forecast? My thing is we might have to draw white further back in here and maybe bring the red further back because maybe the nor'easter is a little closer to the coast. That would be, if I had to pick something to change, if I thought, what is my most uncertain part of the forecast, that would be it. All right, so this is a 24 to 36 hour system that is not the biggest storm we've ever seen. Will it impact us? Yes. Do you have to stock up? I don't think so. You might have to be careful on the roads Friday and Friday night. Here's your 7-day forecast. Get more on CNYCentral.com and download our mobile app.